Let me give you some facts. Supplementation is the rage. The key is which product really works. Some supplements have ingredients that are just fillers, not life change tea. For instance, our D365 detox pill is all natural, no fillers, and packs you a punch. This powerful pill will build your immune system, detoxify your body, and give you more energy. We also carry colostrum LD pills, which give athletes an edge. 20% more lean muscle strength, stamina, and performance. And by the way, it's clinically proven. Get detoxed, get strong at Get the Tea.
Hi, this is Abbas Hussain from Behind the Gloves, and I'm here with trainer Peter Fury. Peter, we're here at the Nick Blackwell, Chris Eubank Jr. final press conference, of which Hughie Fury is going to be fighting on the undercard against Dominic Guinn. First of all, talk to me as the frustration of a trainer when somebody pulls out so late, like Nagia Aguilera did.
It's just very unfortunate. But I get asked this question regular because Hughie has had quite a lot of pullouts, which is not normal really, but there's nothing we can do. Only to say that this is professional boxing, and until these guys turn up at the press conference, you can't really say they're fighting or not, because contracts mean nothing. They can pull an injury, they can do whatever they want. Anything on medical grounds, contracts are void. We see this time and time again, but I don't know what the situation is, whether it's genuine or not. So I can't say that. I'm not accusing anybody, but there is a lot of pullouts, and I'm just happy we've got somebody who's just as good as quality anyway as the last opponent. So at least we've got a similar type of opponent.
I suppose you're sort of used to this because Tyson's had a lot of bad luck himself. With like David Hay pulling out, there was Derek Chisora that pulled out as well. I won the fight, so you've been there before, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been there many times, and now I don't get affected by it, and neither does my fighters. So we're used to it, and we just plough on. The main thing is that we get opponents, and that's what we're looking for. So all God willing, everything goes all right with this fight. We'll be sitting down and discussing the next opponent to get it signed up as soon as possible.
And what's the sort of latest with Hughie in regards to the promotional side of things? He signed with Frank Warren. Yourself and Mick are going to be his managers. Is that what we understand from that?
What's happening? Hughie's going to fight on Box Nation, and now and in the future. And Box Nation will be the broadcaster with these fights. And Mick Hennessy is the promoter, manager, whatever you want to call it. But look, it's all about what's behind Team Fury. Frank Warren, he wants Hughie to fight on his channel. He's happy for Hughie to fight, so Frank Warren becomes a part of Team Fury. So we're all doing what we can to further Hughie's career forward. And as and when Hughie gets good fights on their shows, it'll be a big benefit to everyone.
And in regards to Hughie's career, I spoke to him. He goes, he doesn't want to be fighting no domestic fighters. He wants to be hitting the world level fighters. What's the sort of route you want for him for 2016?
I'm going to keep him busy because these top 10 fighters, most of them are prima donnas, aren't they? They're sitting back, waiting for a massive payday. Oh look, IBF's come available. Tyson's beat the champion. We're going to get a shot. Who wants a 21-year-old? We'll just sit back and wait for a pot of gold. That's what they're doing around the top 10. So basically, I'm not interested. So we've tried to get top 10 fighters to talk stupid. They ask for a figure, get the contract, and then ask treble the amount. What kind of business is that? So basically, we're just going to keep Hughie busy. I can't predict who he's going to get because it's not about the money. They're being offered amounts of money, what they're worth, and then they're asking 4 times the amount. So nobody's going to do that, are they? So basically it's saying, piss off, we don't want to fight you. So we're just going to keep Hughie active, busy, with good quality fighters to get the rounds, keep treading water, and we're not looking for no world titles for Hughie this year. We're going to wait until October, November next year, and that's when he's going to make a big impact on the world scene. And by then, he'll have had 10 or 12 fights.
Do you reckon that's what's wrong with boxing nowadays? There's a lot of fighters, maybe the best not fighting the best, or there's too much talk about money, or there's certain things affecting the top fighters maybe fighting the best.
Well, there's one thing for sure, and I can tell all the public this: money ain't going to stop my fighter from getting in the ring. My son will fight anybody, and he'll take minimal purses. So we want him to fight. That's what this job's about, and we'll look at anybody.
And just quickly moving away from Hughie, what's the latest with Tyson? Because there's been talks that have been going on for a long time. Are we any closer to getting a venue and a date?
Yeah, I think so. I think July is looking favourite now, and hopefully be in the UK. So it's all looking in the right direction. You know, Mick Hennessy's working with Team Klitschko round the clock. The Klitschkos are happy to come to England, providing it makes sense, obviously. So that's what they're working on, and I fully expect an announcement definitely in April. So they're busy with it, and I think we're not far off of announcing it.
Just want to pick your brain for two fights. There's two fights in the division. First of all, Martin-Joshua versus Charles Martin. What do you make of that fight against somebody who's relatively unknown like Charles Martin, but is a world champion as well?
I think it's a tall order for a guy that's had 15 fights. You know, looking at Joshua, he's got a lot to learn in there still. So it's too early. But on the other hand, it's for the IBF Championship. He's got a massive punch. He's got as good a chance as anybody. So he can just catch him. And we don't know what Charles Martin's really like. So again, he's untested. But I like what I'm seeing with Martin. I'd give him the edge on experience. And he seems to be a little bit more cute with the boxing. And he's very relaxed as well. So, you know, I'd have to favour Martin in it. But is it the right fight for Joshua to take? Yes, it is. Would I have took the fight in their position? Yes, I would, because you have to take fight for a world title, especially when there's enough time. Because on pay-per-view, who else can they get for Joshua? He's got to fight, so we might as well fight for the IBF as fight somebody who's just as much a risk.
And another fight, Deontay Wilder versus Povetkin. What do you make of that fight, and who do you see winning that battle there?
I have to say Wilder. I'm going for Wilder to win that fight. I think it won't be that much of a hard fight for Wilder. Every time I've seen Povetkin fight tall guys, struggles like mad. He just can't break the distance down. So I don't know what he's going to do in this fight, because Wilder has got a severe punch as well.
Finally, what do you want to say to the fight fans who are going to be watching Hughie on Saturday, either at the arena or on Channel 5?
I think you're watching a future superstar in the division. I think, you know, don't expect too much too soon. He's 21 years of age. He can seriously, I'm looking for serious improvements in him. And now we're looking to get him properly busy. And we're just looking forward to Hughie's development, and what a good start, because he's not fighting pushovers, is he? You know, Dominic Guinn is no pushover for any heavyweight in the world. You know, so these are the type of fights we want Hughie to be in. He's got to think on his game for the whole distance. Dominic Guinn isn't going anywhere. He's had 46 fights. He's never been stopped. You know, so that's a statement. So like I said, he's picked not because we want to make a statement and try and stop Guinn, because that would be a mistake, because Guinn can punch. We want guys to go the rounds with Hughie. There's no point in doing him 2 or 3 rounds, blowing somebody over. What did he learn in his last 2 fights, Hughie? 0, apart from getting up in the ring. You know, when you're messing with lower opposition, they're blown away. It's achieving nothing. So let's get Hughie in fights where he's going to be hit back. He's got to think on his game. He's getting tested all the time. So these are the type of fights we want for him.
Perfect. Peter, thank you very much for talking to Behind the Gloves. Appreciate it.
Download the Behind the Gloves app. It's free, and it features really cool stuff like a fight calendar that reminds you of all the upcoming fights, and it allows for you to, with one click, to remind yourself directly to your phone. And it also features 24/7 breaking news that's going on in boxing. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that and subscribe to this channel.